Please have I direct your call?
Yes, this is Gary Thompson calling. I noticed a story about the overdose site that they're getting less calls.
Sorry, you heard
There was a story in the paper.
right?
Brian Larkin, the overdose site. There's being less calls to incidents and stuff. Well, actually, there's more calls because the police departments have been teaching the wrong instructions for drug overdose.
What city are you in?
I'm in Toronto. I was in Kitchener in November 2011 when Toronto Public Health came there and told you guys to give chest compressions for drug overdose.
Yeah, I put you to speak to someone,
Sure, yeah. Well, I don't know. Every police officer has first aid and knows it's wrong.
Central Front Desk, Constable Tarkovitz.
Yeah, Constable, this is Gary Thompson calling. Okay. In regards to the overdose issue, out there in Kitchener, your public health has been teaching chest compressions for drug overdose. And so non-drug overdoses are getting chest compressions. I was there in 2011 when Toronto Public Health went to Kitchener and told your public health to give chest compressions for their protocols. The executive director at Health Canada got canned in January 2019 for blowing the whistle because Health Canada removed rescue breathing from their overdose protocols. And I'm showing up to calls on a regular basis, people giving their children chest compressions, non-drug overdoses. Because when the news and all the media has been saying to people, if it's a drug overdose, give chest compressions, they're giving chest compressions to anyone comatose. It's nonsense, and every police officer has first aid and knows it's wrong. Right? Before naloxone was even, you guys show up to calls with EMS and fire all the time and see oxygen given, rescue breathing, because cardiac arrest is a very rare event. Anyway, there's a bill in front of the legislature, Bill 105, the mandatory training of police officers to use naloxone. I know Natalie Kusendova at the second reading at the legislature at Queen's Park. My brother-in-law was there. He's an emergency physician. Quoted over and over and over again, it's rescue breathing. Doris Grinspun, she's the CEO of the Registered Nurses Association, Ontario, quoted Brad Chapman's coroner's inquest. The verdict from the jury in the coroner's inquest: do not deny rescue breathing from anyone. It's still up on the Ministry of Health Ontario's website, the wrong instructions. I phoned Christine Elliott, the Minister of Health's office, and recorded the conversation with her staff. His name's Paul. His family owns a first aid and CPR training company and admits what they're doing is killing non-drug overdoses and drug overdoses. Natalie Kusendova, she's an RN from Mississauga. It's her private member's bill. I got her on staff. We don't know the numbers of non-drug overdoses killed there. Anyway, it's causing post-traumatic stress with EMS and the fire department and the nurses. You know, people are eagerly. You tell them to give chest compressions to a person who's comatose. These laypersons eagerly follow orders. Eagerly, they think they're saving lives. And it's costing the taxpayer a fortune. Because you leave somebody without oxygen, they need 24/7 nursing. Anyway, John Tory, the mayor of Toronto, held a press conference back in 2017 and said, stop killing everybody. They're still doing it. And they make these people that teach it make themselves physically and emotionally ill because they know it's wrong. Why anybody want to do it? You can look it up. It's all up on my Twitter. I've got the police down in the United States, ICE, the border people, and the U.S. Army up in arms because they're also teaching the same thing down in the United States of America. I was on a webinar with Homeland Security back last year about the overdose issue. Homeland Security has a video of the proper way to treat an overdose. It's give them air. Yet their Surgeon General in the United States says give chest compressions. I'm just trying to save lives, buddy, and it's a no-brainer, right? So if you want, you can look it up on my Twitter. I'll give you my phone number. You got my phone number?
I do have your phone number.
That's good. I made a deputation to the Board of Health back in 2015 and mentioned that there was it came out of Waterloo, the prescription for life. It's Michael Parkinson at the Waterloo Regional Crime Prevention Council. I've talked to him many times about it. It's got the Murray Rod of Peterborough is quoted in Michael's thing, Michael's report, the prescription for life about naloxone. Gosh, they knew about this forever. It's simple. The person's not breathing very well. He's turning blue. He's making gurgling noises. That proves your heart's beating. You don't even have to check pulse. They need air ASAP. Yeah. Anyway.
Okay.
Add Gary CPR. Check it out for yourself. Because it could happen to you. It could happen to anyone. An injury or illness that puts you comatose. They're eagerly going to start pounding on your beating heart, following instructions. Anyway, it's nice talking to you.
Okay, likewise. Take care.
Yeah, you have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
The cops. The cops know better. They're all certified. First aid and CPR certified. They know. And they show up to calls all the time with EMS. They know. It's rescue breathing for any of the hundreds of causes of breathing emergency. And a 5-year-old child knows it too, but yet they do it. And they teach her. They use your tax dollars to teach murder. Doug Ford, who tried to save his brother Rob Ford's life back 2013. He growls at me. I says, you're not. Doug Ford hates me. He says, Jesus just tried to save my brother's life. He leans over to Vic Vitelli. See, that's Gary Thompson. He could sink us all. Yeah, you're a bunch of mass murderers. Simple.